What's up, everybody? I'm going to show you how you can get a quick win with the Fatigue Warrior deck against the Lich King. It only took me about 5 long tries, but really not too bad, as you can see. Oh, so very satisfying.
Impossible!
So I'm going to link the deck list I used in the description, but the video is starting at 6 mana because the main lock of this and how it works starts when he equips the Frostmourne and summons all the spectral people on board. The card I'm going to be looking for is Brawl. If you get it in your starting hand, definitely don't mulligan it, because for some reason, when he plays all the spectral knights or whatever they are, if you brawl with an empty board and leave one of them alive, he will not play any cards from his hand, leaving you free to set up for the rest of the game. Alright, so as you can see, I finally pick up the Brawl right here that starts off everything. I'm not really sure why this happens. If he just has one up, he doesn't play anything from his hand, as I've said. And the key to this lock is getting good dead man hands. So you keep shuffling in things like Alexstrasza and bring it on. Since he's not going to be playing any of his minions in his hand, you're not going to be punished for getting the 10 armor over and over, and that's really important to the late game when you are also potentially taking damage. As you'll see at the video, I only win with 1 health, so I barely get this. That being said, this method is still pretty foolproof. I almost beat the Lich King every time I did this deck. It was just a matter of getting the cards I needed for the dead man hand reshuffle. And I'm not sure why right here, the Mountainfire Armor, I think that helps a lot when you play it because he won't attack it due to the effect of it giving you armor. At least I'm fairly sure that's what it is. Most of the times I played it, he hardly ever attacked it and left it up on the board. So when you're ready to clear the last Spectral Knight, or whatever the hell he is, you have a good setup with 2 minions ready to clear whatever he had before he made him disappear. So the next important step right here is you'll see me using the Panda Brewmaster on the Alexstrasza. This is really important because if you don't have a big minion out, he's going to hit you for 7 every turn in this state, 2 from the little minion and 5 from his Frostmourne. But if you play something big like Alexstrasza or an Arcane Giant, he'll hit it once and it'll save 5 damage and give you time to armor up and draw the cards you need. And that's really important because in this state right now with 1 minion on the board and him not playing anything, you want him to burn as many cards as you can because after you clear the last minion, his hero power becomes do 1 damage, but it increases every single turn afterward. So the first few games that I messed up, it took me a second to realize that that was the issue. He would hit me for -10 over and over, just building it up as I got my fatigue up. So that's what really messed up the run, was not letting it sit at this state for long enough. But if you use the Brewmaster and you get your Arcane Giants, and I even get another Alexstrasza in my hand from the Dead Man, you can sit here for a really long time and just burn as many cards as you need until you can set up the fatigue. here, I decided to break the lock because you want to get face damage in, otherwise you won't be able to fatigue him to death. I use a Whirlwind right here because I want to get some cards out of my hand so that I don't burn anything that's super important. See, I didn't want to burn the dead man's hand. But this is when you can start getting a lot of damage in, and you Alexstrasza him to put him at 15 health. That's also super important. And eventually I get 2 Alexstrazzas out and a couple other minions, and that's exactly what I need to finish off the Lich King when he has no cards left. Another part of this is you want to end the lock when you have something to remove all the minions in his hand, because they're going to cost 0 from the Bring It On that you've spammed from Dead Man's hand. But luckily I have a Brawl. I still have 2 Sleep with the Fishes and another Whirlwind, so I have plenty of tools to get rid of all of this. And I am going to release a full-length video of the whole entire game so that you guys can see and watch if there's anything, you know, you think it's cut. But I'll release the full thing in the deck list in both videos so you guys can give it a try. I thought this was the easiest way to do it. I don't know if that's true, but that's the way that I did it. I think weirdly, I knew for some reason I could mill him, and I just saw from the math in that one state in the game that you would only be taking 7 or 2 depending on what you had on the board, and I worked out the math to figure out how to mill him. If you guys like this video, I'm going to be doing other ones of getting wins with the other characters so that I can help you guys try to get the reward at the end, get that new Paladin hero. But thanks for watching.
Do not touch. Impossible! Impossible!